All right, everyone. Welcome to Hammered and Cheese. This is our third episode, and we are doing a baked brie and garlic bread. Now, let's bring our chef's other camera up here. What's up, Cole? How you doing?
You doing all right yourself?
I am living the dream. I'll tell you that much. And tonight's drink of choice is white wine.
I got Moscato because
Sure.
I'm a little bitch. I like
That's
turkey.
That sounds completely reasonable. So let's just go with that. Actually, that's not a bad thing. We'll go. There you go.
And normally, most people fill up their glass of wine to here. That's a normal glass of wine. But
Yeah.
we're not gonna play that game today.
No, we're not. We're gonna make things efficient here
And if
and
you
make
can't see
sure.
what that says, this says wine.
That is absolutely horrible. So as I said, today we are doing.
That's delicious.
Let me just make sure you are.
Delish. Can I say that? Is that a coin term?
Listen, it's
Delish.
gonna be fun.
Rachel Whitbread.
I don't know why it's not going live on thing. Can you check yours too? Okay, so first things first, we are setting up our garlic bread and baked brie. So we have a bunch of ingredients that are on the go. So the first thing you're going to do is one of the heads of garlic. I want you to chop the top off. This week is my recipe, everyone. So we're going to chop the top off so it exposes all the cloves to the air. So just the top, and then so you can see all the cloves.
Okay, you want to go ahead and make the other one bigger?
This one like that. Perfect. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that works.
Like that?
Perfect. So now with tinfoil, I would just create like a little boat, or so it has like a.
Well, we should probably preheat the oven, huh?
Yeah, throw it. Yeah, I should have asked you to do that before. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, preheat it to 375.
It's okay. We're getting drunk. All right, so make a boat out of aluminum foil.
Yeah, because what you're going to do is you're going to be covering that in olive oil, and there will be some extra olive oil in there too. So you want to give it a little room, but it's also a fairly tightly packed little area.
Oh.
A cannister. I would make it even smaller than that.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's more like it. Perfect. So throw that in there, and then you're going to cover it in olive oil. Perfect.
Should we throw any salt on this?
You can. Essentially, what you're really looking to do is soften up that garlic and bring it out. Throw in some salt. If you want anything else, like some pepper or anything, but I would just, a little bit of salt should be fine.
Some flavor. You said pepper? I'll throw a little pepper in there.
Yeah, why not?
Boom, all right.
And then, so as I said before, what you're doing was you have the other tray. I would put it on that tray and even throw it in the oven. Ooh, what other seasoning are you putting?
Throw some crushed red pepper in there and make it spicy.
Fancy. All right, I like it. So,
all right, so you said the cookie sheet or the little fucking this thing?
So you're going to want to put it, either one, doesn't matter. But the idea is to have it somewhere where it's going to be cooking. So yeah, throw it in there. That's fine. And then throw it in the oven. I would just put it in the oven right now because now we're going to do other stuff.
All right, sounds good.
Okay, so the next part, and this is a lot more tricky. Let's see. Okay, so we have the here. I'm going to put you up to the big screen here just so you can see what I want you to do. So With this, we're going to be baking a brie. Now, I know you have the brie, and I know you got the crescent rolls. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to open the crescent rolls, and I want you to spread them out in a way so that essentially you're going to be putting the brie in the middle, and then wrapping the brie in the crescent rolls.
Are you telling me to spread some buns?
I'm telling you to spread them buns and put some cheese in them.
Right.
Okay.
I'm not sure spread buns.
I just feel like it's gonna explode and go right into your camera. Just poof.
All right. So
There.
what the fuck am I doing?
Okay. Now I would flip it over. Flip that tray over. There you go. So think about it this way: is if you were to do that, okay? So you know how they're in sections,
Mm-hmm.
okay? So make it so that they create a center, like a star pattern, and then you encase the cheese in crescent rolls.
I got no idea what the fuck I'm doing right now.
That's all right. You want it to be covered completely. So actually I would so cover them up, or like overlap them a little bit so the whole thing is covered. You want it underneath and on top, right?
Okay. And you've definitely done this before?
I have that I definitely have done.
Okay.
I would put a few more even and like spread them out so that when you're going to throw the brie in the middle of it. Right? Okay. Okay. So, throw the brie in the middle of it.
Okay.
And then what you're going to do is just stretch it out so it covers the brie on top as well.
Oh, so the brie is going to cook on the inside of the bread.
That's right.
Interesting. What the fuck is the Italian bread for then?
And don't worry, the garlic bread is coming, Victoria. Don't worry.
All right. Am I supposed to de-wax this or just throw it right in there?
Nope, just throw it right in there.
All right. And then what? I do that?
Yeah, and just keep on flipping them over there. So you're going to want to cover the whole thing. Hey, what's happening, Mick T? We are making baked brie and garlic bread. So, see how that is? You want to have it covered, so do your best to stretch things out as best you can.
Okay.
Okay.
I need to do this way more often where I get to learn stuff. I like to learn stuff. If I'm being honest with you, everybody's like, how the fuck does he always have like some hot bitch with him or whatever? And it's because I know how to cook.
Okay. So we had this debate with my wife, was that baked brie and garlic bread versus garlic bread and baked brie. Garlic bread and baked brie is a lot harder to say than baked brie and garlic bread. And that's why we switched the title. So it was episode 3, baked brie and garlic bread instead of garlic bread and baked brie. Because it's confusing. I'm not a cheese fan, but I like the fact that you trying it. Well, listen, not everyone's perfect, Mick, but hey, at least we're out here.
Who is not a cheese fan?
Well, he's English. He's not a fan of cuisine in general, unless it's French, which makes him a traitor to his people, but that's okay.
Yeah, I was about to say he lives in France.
No. Oh, Mick T's going to get mad.
He just said he lives like 2 hours from Paris.
That is true. All right. So underneath, just check out to make sure that it is covered from the bottom as well. Should be fine. Okay. Now, so it's looking pretty good.
Yeah.
Nice. And Mick has responded with, "How dare you, LOL." Because, well, that's because we're horrible people, Mick.
How dare you say you don't like cheese?
All right. So yeah, if you want to put any seasoning, now would be the time. But they're crescent rolls, so they're already seasoned, they're already buttered. You don't really have to add anything to them. It'll be just as good. So
All right. Drop of stuff.
that will happen.
So I added some parsley, some garlic powder, and some red pepper. Pretty much the same thing I added to the garlic.
So at this point, Mick T says he's 2 hours away from most of Europe. LOL. Amsterdam is 1 hour
That's
away
fair.
on a
Europe
flight.
is tiny as fuck.
Listen, if anything, you just need a canoe to get across, and you'll be fine. You can get.
I'm from
everywhere,
Texas, where it takes you 8 hours, and you're still in Texas.
Listen, that's also like Toronto traffic. So Toronto is 1 hour away from Toronto. It's horrible.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So now that that's cooked in there, what we want to do is your oven at temperature yet?
No.
No, not yet.
No.
All right. Well, it's getting close.
So we'll move to the next thing then, huh?
So the next thing, you already put, you have butter, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So I would put the butter in a bowl. Yeah, I forgot to ask you for a bowl. I'm an idiot. Sorry. So for the butter, what I want you to do would be to add any seasoning you want to the butter, including we had talked about rosemary, thyme, oregano, or anything like that you might have.
And this is for the garlic bread?
It is going to be for the garlic bread, so I would just throw it in a bowl, and then you're just going to hand mix it to your desired flavoring. But
am I going to need to put garlic in it, or are we doing garlic separately?
You don't necessarily have to, but there's no harm in adding more garlic. Listen, I'm Greek. There's a lot of garlic and everything. Do you know we got the Eurotunnel now? You get a train and go under the sea. Beside the canoe. They can't tell if you're coming on a canoe, though, Mick. That's how you really surprise the French and give them a little stab into the face. So season the garlic or the butter as you will, and then you're going to be making it essentially fancy butter, right? Was it salted or unsalted?
It was salted.
All right.
A little tiny bit of rosemary.
Also, too, if you want to add at this point, so I would mix that up, and then in a separate case, I know you bought some jam. I would do some jam, and if you have any hot sauce to add it to.
To the butter?
No. So the butter is going to be, that's it, and just mix that up and put that aside.
Okay.
But in a separate canister, I would do the jam and a hot sauce.
Jam and a hot sauce.
Yeah.
Okay, so you remember when you said, do you have hot sauce and jam?
Yeah.
So, I may have lied to you just a tiny bit. What I do have is strawberry jelly.
Strawberry jelly's fine.
Okay. So how much of that? Any more?
Yeah, a little bit more maybe, and that's about it. That's good.
Okay.
And then hot sauce, what do you got?
I got a whole shit ton of Taco Bell fire sauce.
Okay. So, it's certain times where I'm like, hey, Cole knows what he's doing, and then he's like, also, we're gonna season it with Taco Bell fire sauce, which I'll be honest with you, that's
it works just as good. I mean, I keep all kinds of shit like
also Kyle
Domino Parm.
Hey, Kyle said you're not Domino's garlic parmesan.
Yeah, Parmesan, and then I have like Little Caesars garlic packet.
You can add those to the butter if you want.
Nah, the garlic's kind of salty. You want parm in the garlic butter?
You absolutely.
That sounds good.
Kyle says you are not hammered enough. You need to be drinking more wine, sir.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot.
That's all right. We always forget.
Hey, you forget that's alcohol abuse, forgetting, or alcohol neglect.
So, we have strawberry jam. Thank you, Kyle, for pointing it out. You're absolutely right. Cole's pullout game is like 3 out of 10. That is true. That's because
my pullout game.
Yeah.
I only have one kid.
Well, listen. Then you can only guarantee you've had sex like 3 times.
Bro, I can guarantee you. I got some of that shit on video.
It's called being fancy. Let's see here. So those two are separate. I would you just use a fork to mix up the butter with all the seasoning, just to make it like a
Yeah.
type thing. And the jam and the fire sauce from Taco Bell, which, listen, that's some classy business. I'm gonna start typing.
Actually, wasn't bad. I tasted it. Wasn't bad.
Hey, listen. Hot sauce and jam, I think, are a missed opportunity. Like, you can get red pepper jelly, but it's usually overpriced. So just taking regular jam and adding some hot sauce to it is more than
And you
enough.
have to think, I barely paid anything for that. It was strawberry jelly and Taco Bell sauce, which they give it to you for free. They give you way too much all the time. So
that's on them. They're trying to season the planet. Good for them.
Right. Like, if somebody gives you way too much shit for free, just take it. You'll never know when, especially if it doesn't go bad.
Mick commented, hit the like, it's free. Plus, it doesn't bruise like you misses, which is, listen, my wife definitely beats me. And that's called real love.
Also, while you're drinking and cooking,
also,
it's always good to have some snacking grapes.
There's nothing wrong with snacking grapes, people. All right. Also,
good for your health. I think.
Hey, a little fiber, a little sweetness. It's good.
All right. It's like candy, but not as good. Oh, the oven's ready.
All right. So
this is our butter, by the way. It's looking fucking
looking great, right?
Scrumptious. All right. So what's up next?
All right. So
chef?
We already have that pan with the garlic is already in the oven, right? So you're going to take the pan that is in that has the crescent roll brie on top,
a little grape thingy,
right? And just put it on top. So exactly as it is, just put it right on top of that grill,
right on top of the garlic thing.
Yeah, that way, in case it leaks, it's going to fall right into the garlic, which is fine.
So here's a visual for anybody who
here, hold on. Oh, okay, yeah. Here, I'll do it to the other one. There you go.
Here's a visual of what I did.
Perfect.
So the garlic is in the bottom tray. That garlic I cut up.
So, all right, so we're gonna throw that in, and that gives us about 15 minutes.
All right, for how long?
Like 12 to 15 minutes.
12 minutes. I think the timer
said 9 to 12, right?
Yeah, those crescents said 12, so I don't want to burn them. We'll go 12.
Let's go 12. That's a good idea. All right, so then mix jam and hot
sauce. Made our jam, we made our butter. What else we got?
Okay. So let's see. We have the jam, we got the butter, and now you got to cut your bread. So we have that bad. That's about how hard I hit. Well, listen, Joey, be supportive. So we have bread, as much bread as you want, I would say, and cut it diagonal, because everyone knows diagonally cut bread tastes the best. Okay, that is just science. And also sandwiches. If you don't cut it diagonally, it doesn't taste as good.
Wait, so I got to cut it this way? Go back to can you make the other screen bigger?
Into slices. This screen bigger? Yes, I can. There we go.
All right, so I'm not cutting it long ways?
No. Okay. Just cut in slices sideways.
These are slices.
Yep.
Okay.
And then you're good. There. And all right. I highly recommend a bread that has a good crust on it and is fairly soft on the inside, and that way you have a situation that's working. Also, to Cole, now we had that dish that I had told you to get before. Can you put it on that vent on the oven, because we want that to heat up a little bit too. So
yeah,
that little dish, I think that's where you put the grapes. No.
I got a bunch of them. I put grapes on.
Yeah, that works. So put it on that vent, and then I want you to put some olive oil and balsamic vinegar in it.
All right.
Because you'll find that if it sits there and just gets warm for a little while, that the flavors really start to cross over, and it really brings out the experience.
Okay.
Just eating bread right in front of me. I haven't eaten in 24 hours, you bastard.
Bro. I feel bad for you. All right.
Well, Kyle says watching him cut bread is triggering. That is also factual.
Okay, so you were wrong. The vent, it's the other vent. Is the
Oh,
other
okay.
one that's it. But either way,
Well,
we'll
you're in the
figure it out.
United States. Things are backwards. I understand.
Yeah, everything's well. You guys drive on the left side
Not
over there?
anymore. So
Not
that's where the
anymore.
vent
Y'all
is.
used to?
So I would put some olive oil and balsamic vinegar in that dish. Did you already do that?
I did not.
I would do that. And that way,
Well,
and not too much. Like you want the bottom to be covered, and that's it. So a little more, that's good. And then balsamic vinegar.
well, about some. Oh, and just so you know, everything that we are using today is from Aldi's.
Yes,
Aldi.
we haven't been sponsored by Aldi, but who knows, if we play our cards right, we might get sponsored by Aldi.
Yeah, man. Like
Nothing wrong with that.
I just
Hey, you don't have to mix it. Don't mix it. Just leave
no,
it.
don't mix it. Okay,
Don't even bother with that.
don't mix.
That's for honkies. You don't have to do that. So take that
So
dish.
should I add more balsamic vinegar?
Yeah, you can add a little bit more. That's fine. And that's good. Yeah. Okay, now take the dish and just put it on that vent. You don't have to mix it. You don't
No
have to do anything.
seasonings, no garlic or anything.
Nothing.
Okay.
Just put it on the dish. The
Okay.
bastard doesn't listen to me. He's like, "Oh, I'm just gonna mix this up." Nobody told you to mix, you son of a bitch. No, it's fine. So, listen, if you have good olive oil, people, just so you know, okay, good olive oil, it doesn't have flavor, but it does have a taste to it. Okay, and that taste is earthy, is delicious, it's good. Balsamic vinegar is the same thing. Is it has good flavor, it adds a lot to it. But the whole thing is that's part of it. I didn't even hear a word you said. What did you say?
I said I really hate balsamic vinegar, but I love olive oil.
I don't care what you hate, sir. This is for the good of the nation.
I fucking hate balsamic vinegar.
You're gonna like it today, okay, sir?
Hey, so what am I doing with these nuts, by the way? Let me get nuts.
They're just good as a sign snack, and like also you have them grapes. There's a good snack too.
Oh, that's what we're doing? We're not crushing no nuts or nothing?
You can if you want. It wouldn't be a bad idea.
We're throwing it over the top.
Yeah, because you can sprinkle it on top. You could throw it even in the butter if you wanted to, but I don't think it would go well. It's more so just as a little extra. Yeah. And make sure you're drinking every time Dino has to repeat himself. Cole should drink. Oh, that's not a bad idea. That is actually that's good advice. Cole, have you been drinking? Come on.
Every time Dino has to repeat himself, I'm gonna die.
That's pretty good advice. That's true.
Every time Dino has to repeat himself, you guys should have a drink. Y'all should listen to a drinking game for you.
Everybody's dying today. Everybody's dying today. That's just how it's gonna be.
It's gonna turn into a Saturday show instead of a Tuesday show.
Like only because we're gonna be in a coma from Tuesday all the way to Saturday. Like it's just gonna be. Had to visit the hospital.
Like, hey, what day are you free? I'm free on Tuesdays. Let's do that. Let's do hammered and cheese on Tuesdays. It really shows that I have no like moral compass in life. You know what I mean? Like I'm not living like normal people.
Listen, if you're trying to live by other people's standards, you're never gonna win, right? It's just you gotta live your life. That's just a fair thing. But all right, so we have that more wine because why not?
That counts as 2 glasses of wine, by the way.
Oh, listen.
And if I'm honest, I started with 2 tequilas when we even started the show. So.
And he drank them out of a mason jar, which means you know they hit him harder because everything out of a mason jar is much worse. There's the mason jar.
Okay, it's a southern thing. I think we're just addicted to mason jars and stuff. So I don't know.
I'm not sure because I am a fan of it just because it's big enough for my giant mitts and all at the same time it's convenient, right?
I like them because you just buy pickles one day and then now you have a cup.
Also a beneficial thing.
After you eat all pickles, which I'm a pickle loving motherfucker, so.
All right, so do you want to check the oven? Do you want to check the oven to see how that's shaping up?
Sure. It looks like it's not done yet.
All righty, there we go. We still got about 5-6 minutes. So in the meantime, yeah, we're sitting at that area.
So what's new with you? I heard you're smoking a barbecue.
I have been smoking a barbecue. I'll tell you what I've been doing. So I'm going to show you guys some stuff here. No, I don't want to share that. There. It is. So I have been cooking stuff quite a bit, and I've been smoking things in a smoker, and so I have a few videos that we can review. I was going to review them a little bit later, but we have some time right now. In the meantime,
bullshit right now if you want.
well, listen, there's nothing wrong with a little bit of bullshit here. So let's go with there, here, and video files.
This is
Oh,
100% fucking up like my entire exercise routine, my diet.
that's fair. All right, so here we have the first video, because essentially it's just a series of videos that I've done. So we have the first one is this.
Okay,
So I had a prime rib roast.
we have the meat for the day. We have bone marrow.
There you go.
We have the rib roast. There you go.
All right, and that's there. That and here. There's a bunch of separate videos, and then here we had the spices.
So we have all the spices, which are here, and then of course salt and pepper, and we're just waiting for everything, and then it's gonna happen.
So
I'll keep you posted. Don't worry. I'm gonna mix this. This is getting mixed with that, and then it's all getting coated here.
right. So the idea of mixing up that stuff is something that I really enjoy. What are you doing there, weirdo? Nope. Where are you? Oh, that one froze. Anyways, I'm going to continue showing some of my videos here, guys, while we're waiting for everything else. Then, so I had this stuff. You're just eating bread? Nice. Nice.
Dipped in olive oil.
Fair enough. Something is frozen here. I'm not sure why that's happening.
That's what my baby mama always did. She would buy French bread and olive oil and just like dip it in there and be like, "Here, have it." And then I got really fat over the course of 7 years while dating her. And then she was just like, "All right, now leave, move out." I'm like, "You the fucking bitch."
Stop eating all the bread, you bastard.
This is what's left that I didn't cut.
Or if you want, you can start spreading butter on it.
Okay.
No. I am having some technical difficulty here, but I'm going to leave you to keep on going. I may have to step out and come back.
Yeah, spread it in the butter. Spread the butter. Very nice. Step out for how long? Goddamn. This is so good.
Hey, Cole.
Hey, long time no see.
Yeah, well, not sure what happened there. One of
I'm not live, by the way, just so you know.
I know, I saw that, and I'm like, I don't know what the hell is happening with that, but
And we'll figure it out next week.
I don't know why we got it.
It's so difficult. Like
it's been an issue, but hey, let's see.
one day we'll figure it out, and then after that it'll be like, remember those days?
All right. Now, here's a question: is it starting to smell like crescent rolls in your house?
No, but if I'm being honest with you, I broke my nose when I was like 4, and I don't smell stuff, so it's got to be very strong.
That's
so. I'm gonna check and see.
I think you should check and see, just because we, like you said, we don't want to burn.
Hey, look at that! It's done.
Hey, there you go.
Nah, this shit ain't done yet. So we'll go the extra 3 minutes, like you said.
Yeah, there you go. Because remember,
nowhere near done.
That cheese is definitely doing a number on everything, right? So,
I guess.
Yeah. Your other phone is not.
Oh shit!
I think that one
I
has
forgot
to.
to log back in. My bad.
I think you have to go out and sign back in with that phone. There we go.
You back on?
It's the camera is not working.
What the fuck?
There you go. We're good.
All right, my bad. That was on me.
No. It's listen. This is a system of all sorts of
Live television, people. That's what they always tell us.
Exactly.
When they fuck up. When
That's
it's funny when it's us, they're like amateurs, but when it's like I don't know CNN, they're like live television for you.
Hey, I just want somebody to walk into your house and go baba booey, baba booey. Just
Yeah, somebody like do the peace sign walking by, like they do whenever there's like a weatherman reporting live from the fucking hurricane.
Let's be honest, it's YouTube. So people are gonna walk
Why do
in
you
and
got
just wave their
Tiffany
wieners.
in the middle of Katrina? What the fuck?
Just some guy just walking into the storm is like, I'm just gonna rock out. You're like, hey, sometimes you gotta rock out.
There's always some dude like just not giving a fuck about his life. Well, it's Louisiana. If I'm being honest with you, those are those types of people. My fucking family hails from from Louisiana, so they're not a smart breed. Everything that I am, I may be born and raised in Texas and ended up in Cleveland, but everything I am is fucking Louisiana, okay?
Yeah.
That's some Cajun bullshit is what I am.
Listen, man, there's nothing wrong with all that. You just gotta figure shit out. All right, here.
They let the French live in the swamps and then got what we got. So
well, listen. When you mix those kind of people, that's what happens.
oh my god.
Let's see here.
Can I throw this bread in the oven?
You can if you want, just to warm it up.
Toast it. Should I toast it?
I would just put it around that. How's the crescent roll? Is it working? Looking good?
It's still taking its time, man.
That's all right. There's nothing wrong with that. In the meantime, I have a bunch of videos to share with everyone. Ha 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 ha. Let's see here.
It's pretty. All right. I don't know. You have it on 335, right?
Huh?
You told me 335, right?
375?
You said 335. I swear to God.
335. There's not one thing that cooks at 335. Just to be very.
I was about to say, man. I got it. Weird. That's why it's not cooking.
Well, there you go.
I swear, 335. That's another on me.
We put the French in their own spot too. Listen, if anything, that's just how you do things properly, right? You got to put the French in order, otherwise they'll just run amok. And
my people are all half French, half German, so they don't get along.
The bottom half is German, the top half is French. That's why he's got the red hair but a big wiener, right? It's the cheese wheel. It's a very a girthy man. And when
I say German half, the half German is Jewish, so we all left. We were like, bye. We don't like it here.
That's all right. So, the prime rib roast that I was making in the smoker, also, I'm going to see if I can play this video for you.
Okay, so here is the thermal.
The same thing where I just coated it in butter, but I mixed the butter in advance, so it was all thing. You're filling up on that. You still have an entire Brie, entire cheese wheel to eat, sir.
I don't fill up.
You don't feel well?
Especially when I'm drinking. When I'm drinking, there's a bottomless pit, bro.
Oh, that's perfect. Listen, I'm just not.
When you came here,
yeah,
a few months, was it July? A few months ago.
August.
And I was like, "Oh, you're eating too much. I can't eat all this." It's because I wasn't drinking like that.
Listen, I ruined that, man. I came there and I ordered so much food, it was ridiculous.
You did order a lot of food.
I did.
I will admit, you did. You had me eat more food than I normally would eat, even when I was fat.
Yeah.
But
I'm committed. There's no, I have a bad relationship with food, people, and that's why this makes the most sense. For the simple fact that, listen, we're definitely doing things right.
There's that kind of relationship with food where it's like, It's a toxic relationship where you're like you can't get enough of her. You know that one girlfriend where you're like we got to break up, but
Yeah.
we're not going to. We are gonna break up, but
Yeah.
we're still gonna be like fucking on the side a lot, and like
A
maybe
lot.
we'll have a baby and we'll get back together and we'll
Just a
break
little
up again, and it's gonna be bad for the kid.
Just a little
And
Look, it's just you got to know what you're doing, right? How's that Brie looking? Oh, it was at 3:35, so yeah, we're gonna have some time.
yeah, we got. I pumped it back up, so
We're gonna have a great old time here, people. So here's
we're
some
gonna fill some
videos.
time. It's only been what 30 minutes.
Yeah, we still have time. So these are some videos of some of the stuff that I've been doing. So as I said, I did a prime rib roast here.
This is
a bit of
Fahrenheit,
turn-
right?
Yes, it's Fahrenheit.
And these are the remaining vegetables. We have
It was just a ton of vegetables, then some bone marrow and stuff like that. Then we would throw.
So we have the smoker is up to, oh, it's already up to 300. This is the meat. The prime rib is about 3¼ pounds. So, and in it goes. Woo! Okay. We already have water on the bottom. God. I miss smoking so much. Okay, we're gonna take it up to.
That was the first. This is the first. That was the first time I was using that smoker, and it actually turned out quite well.
Was that pork? What was it?
No, it was a prime rib. A prime rib roast. Yeah, it had the bone on it and everything. 2 bones. It was a lot of meat.
Well, it seemed kind of small to be a prime rib.
No, it was like that big. It's like the size of a head. But yeah, no, it worked out quite well.
Okay, so this is where it was. This is all delicious. We're saving this to cook other stuff.
It worked out pretty well. And then even then I had to sear it.
Alright, guys, so.
That I did apples and a brie wrapped in prosciutto. It did not turn out well because I added way too much cinnamon. I liked it. Nobody else did. But I was also just being stubborn. And I was like, I'm going to do this whether I like it or
I'm
not.
doing it my way.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of those experiences. Like,
listen, sometimes you just got to go through the fire, people. That's just how it works. But
I mean, a lot of shit. I sent you almost a list of shit that I've tried, like experimented with over the years, and like it took a lot of like trial and error. Hey, try this. People are like, no, not again, not this time.
Yeah, a lot of the times people are just like, no, I don't want to try that. And you're like, come on, just try it. You'll like it.
Oh, I hate it. I hate a motherfucker who's like, oh, I don't try stuff. Then you can't hang out with me. Like if I fucked you over before, okay, it's fair. But if you just a motherfucker who don't want to try something because it sounds weird, then get the fuck out of my face, bro. We ain't friends.
So listen, you have to try stuff. So Mick, are we gonna try food challenges from around the world?
Yeah.
Like I'm open to the idea, but like also too, I don't want to ruin my life. You know, so
I'll try anything twice as long as like I see somebody else try it first.
Yeah. Your oven just went off. You want to check it?
Yeah. It was actually just preheating back up to 375. So I'd say another like 3 minutes.
All right.
And that crescent roll should be good to go.
Like, fermented egg, not a big deal. Surströmming fish, no. I'd rather do. That's supposed to be the smelliest thing you can ever eat.
Oh, I'm good to go. I can't smell nothing. So, fuck it. Let's go. Let's do this shit.
Yeah. So he'll do it. I'm good. Ramen noodles. I actually have a pack of ramen noodles. Cole is totally open to ruining his life. That's true. That is true.
What life is there to ruin?
With regards to hot chips and stuff like that, I have no problem with hot sauces and stuff, so I'm happy to do it.
I don't know, man. I can't do too many hot stuff anymore. Like I got bad heartburn. Like I love spicy food. So it's not really a me being a bitch thing. It's just, man, the heartburn. I'm gonna die of esophagus cancer one day. Like 100%. That's what's gonna kill me. So
listen, I'll tell you, the smoking doesn't help in the right direction. But hey, I'll tell you, I miss smoking. I had a friend visiting, and we went and bought smokes, and we drinking like a degenerate. It was so good, and now I'm just like, oh, I'd love a smoke, and but no smokes. So
I gotta hope nobody from my apartment sees this video because, like, I'm not supposed to be smoking inside.
You can't. Okay, but you can't actually stop people from smoking inside. That's just. You can't. You have no
You can't get
control.
me evicted though.
No, you can't. It's not a hotel. It doesn't work. Oh, we're gonna charge you a cleaning fee. You can't do that either. Also, I used to smoke in my condo.
My deposit was $150, so and it was like 8 years ago. I'm not getting it back.
No,
Okay.
no. Let me see. Mick T says the hot chip is done in 20 minutes. It burned. I would be open to the hot chip challenge. I'm not sure because I know there's a hard it's actually quite hard to get them in Canada. So I might have to send Cole some money and have him mail one.
Just provide the milk of magnesia and I'll try it.
Milk of magnesia. You look like you're having a cigarette, but you've never had one before. You're like, I love cigarettes. Like it's.
I really don't like cigarettes. I just like smoking. It's cigarettes I hate. I like vaping. I like cigars. I like weed.
Yeah.
Cigarettes are terrible, but
Someone just died doing that. Yeah, someone did just die doing the one chip channel. They are coming back to Canada. I hope so because I'm like
sounds like they're a bitch. If you ask me, if I'm being
a
honest,
little bit.
like they
right?
genetically were just not supposed to be in the gene pool.
We've had that discussion too, where it's like, listen, if you can't handle a PB&J sandwich, maybe life isn't for you, friend. Like,
It's not. Yeah, I mean, like,
you know,
I mean, a lot of people are allergic to nuts or whatever. That sounds like it's making ready.
check that bad boy.
But like, if you die from spicy food, then like you weren't really supposed to knock nobody up in the first place. You know what I mean? Like,
Mick T, I will take you up on that challenge. They're hot chip, not packy. That's fine. I don't care. I'll send you my address. No problem. Hit me up on Messenger. And I'll, yeah. 2 more minutes. Is it starting to color?
it's starting to get crusty, so I give it another 2 minutes. It's a little soft still.
Moving in the right direction, everybody. And you can pre-order them at Showcase. Can you really? I might do that then, Kyle, because that's, in all honesty, I like the idea of trying that kind of stuff. Like I bought a cattle prod. I want to get my wife to try and zap me with it and see what happens, but
that's some kinky ass shit, man. You don't need to share that with us.
I don't want her to zap my testicles or anything. I just want her to see
if kinky regardless of
I want to see if it'll knock out somebody my size, right? Like not like right to the neck, but like in the general.
A cattle prod? No.
You don't know.
Yeah, I do. I'm from Texas. You think I haven't fucking been poked by a cattle prod before? Come on, man. I used to go cow tipping. My own mother took me snipe hunting. Okay, that's why I knew she didn't love me.
That's horrible.
Do you know what snipe hunting is?
No.
So you go and look for a snipe. Okay, it's essentially this fucking bird-looking thing that you have a pillowcase and a stick, and you gotta hit it over the head and put it in the pillowcase, and then you grab it and prove it you caught the snipe. But here's the thing: it doesn't exist. It's not real. Snipes aren't a thing.
Okay, so
they just take you to the woods and they're like, okay, we got to break up. Bye.
That's ridiculous. Nick, I will hit you up on things.
My mom grew up on a farm, so like, A, she didn't love me. B, she thought it was hilarious. And I was like 14. I was like, this is bullshit, Mom. Like, can I have a hug? Like, you're supposed to be like,
absolutely not.
The one person that loves me unconditionally.
No, that's false. Just so you know.
That's when I knew bitches weren't shit, man. That's when I learned. I was like,
that's the guideline. Yeah. there are no snipe, is what Kyle says. Also, Mick, I will hit you up on Instagram, and we will discuss further, sir. Because I'll tell you, I love a good chip, and if it's gonna burn my mouth off, I'm down for it. Also, too, if you send me 2, then I'll be able to really mess with somebody else and give it to them. So I have a friend who can eat stuff like Homer when he had the wax tongue. So he's ridiculous. How's everything looking there, Cole?
It looks like it's done, man.
Well.
All right. So next, what are we doing next?
Realistically, you're gonna start plating up. So you have the bread. How's the garlic look? Can we get an up close of the garlic?
Yeah, I can.
Let's go here. All right, and it's looking soft.
Somewhat.
I can't tell if it's soft, sir, because you're just poking it. You have to
Yeah,
tell
it's
me.
soft. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, with that, what I would
It's
suggest
spicy.
would be that. And can we? Is the brie still in the oven, or you took that out too?
Took everything out.
You took everything out. Can we get a look at the brie as well, please?
Yeah. That's super hot.
Yeah. Well, it just came out of the oven. That makes sense.
No, I don't want to hear your bullshit.
Kyle says coal is always soft. There you go. Now we know.
I'm soft? I'm one person for fucking soft.
All right, so we got butter and bread, and that brie looks good. If you can lift the camera a little bit there, sir, so we can take a look. A little bit higher. Perfect. You can see toasted bread, which is garlic bread. Then you have a brie, and then a little bit of Cole's wiener right there. There you go. No, we didn't toast the nuts just because we're not using them in a recipe, so they're fine there. Let's see here. All right, cool. So at this point, now we have a few things here. So you have your garlic bread,
Okay.
you have cheese, you have the butter, you have jam, you have some nuts. I would take some of the whole idea is now to put everything together. So you need one giant plate and just start putting stuff on to your heart's desire. A few slices of garlic bread. You're going to want that garlic. The garlic, just I would scoop it right out of the. You can use a fork and it should come right out of the head.
All right, so I'm just going to take this whole thing and put it right in the middle?
Absolutely.
Okay.
How's it looking?
Looking pretty good. Kind of falling through the...
That's all right.
I'm definitely going to make a mess.
That will happen. All right, everyone. So you have that, the garlic bread, the cheese is in there, and then I would take the
Bro, this
garlic.
is so much bread.
Is so much bread. That is an also true fact. Now you have the jam as well, and I would recommend scooping out some of that garlic and throwing some of the garlic. No, don't. Yeah, just scoop it out like that. Perfect, and throw that on the garlic bread, and you're good.
Okay.
Not on that, on the garlic bread. You numb.
Oh shit! Okay. It's all garlic bread.
It's all garlic bread. Like you're not wrong, but that's not the intent. So now you also have that olive oil and balsamic vinegar, which you can drizzle on the bread, or you can just dip the bread in there. Either one works.
All right. So you want me to drizzle it over the top, or what?
No. So no, don't do that. Don't drizzle on the top. You can use the garlic bread, dip it into the olive oil and balsamic vinegar. Don't drizzle that because you're gonna have it all mixed up. Just to be very clear, everyone. So earlier, what I told Cole was, no, just leave it in that warm dish and it'll be fine. And immediately, what he did was put it into someone just like a rat pasta.
You swear by this warm dish bullshit.
Listen, you are. And now, did you put it back in there?
It's just against my fucking moral code when it comes to plating.
You do whatever you. I won't know why you're wiping stuff off now. It's.
Because I'm trying to make it look pretty.
It's not. It's not meant to be pretty. It's meant to be delicious.
You don't know.
You know what? I'm gonna have to show this man up and do it myself. That's okay.
All right. What's up with the jam? What's going on with the jam?
The jam is as you wish. You could put it wherever you want.
Okay.
The whole idea is that you have multiple plates and you can just do as you please, right? Remember, we're here for something good, not something just ridiculous. But so in the meantime, you have everything there. Dig in, sir, at your heart's content. Did you put balsamic vinegar on? You're such a fucking asshole. It is definitely.
I'm taking a look pretty. I'm taking a picture real quick. All right, so this Oh, it's coming off.
All right. And okay, so we're gonna go with which one is off? I can't tell.
Whichever one's not on anymore.
All right, let's go there. There we go. All right. So, in the meantime, if you want to take it and go sit down, and then we'll go from there. And you can tell us, is it edible? Does it taste delicious?
I'm about to find out.
Well, that's important.
All right.
And Cole says it's like a Jackson Pollock, or Victoria says it's like a Jackson Pollock splatter painting. That is also true, honey, and that's what makes it interesting. And let's see here.
All right. So I got to fucking carry 2 plates all the way to my fucking living room.
Correct.
Oh my god, it's so hot on my arm. What the fuck?
Fair enough.
All right. I got olive oil dripping everywhere. It's okay. Like I said, I'm not getting my fucking rent check back, my deposit back. Air off.
All right, everyone, and the fancy picture is here.
All right. So, like, what do I do with this brie? How do I eat this? You have to
Just
find it.
cut into it with a knife, and everything will.
Oh, I need a knife. Goddamn it.
You can use a fork. You just
I don't have that either.
doesn't have that either. Ah, what happened with the nuts? Apparently, they were left. Go get the nuts too, there, Cole. You have them as a side dish.
We said we were making a pizza.
We're not making a
This
pizza.
is way more difficult than a pizza.
You know what, sir? This is going to be tasty, and you should just enjoy it.
Oh my god, that's good.
See? Told you.
Yeah.
It's just good. And listen, and I know it seems like a lot of bread, people, but I'm telling you,
It is a lot of bread.
it's a lot of bread, but there's a lot of cheese, there's a lot of everything, a lot of garlic, a lot of happiness. And how the garlic bread turned out really good?
Mm,
How's the jam with the spice? That works out well?
I like it.
All right. There you go, everybody. See? And the nuts are
That little sauce on the side.
well, the sauce on the side. It makes it quite an enjoyable experience. You have the garlic is roasted in there. Victoria asked what happened to the nuts. The nuts are somewhere. Maybe you eat them after. Hey man,
That's what I'm saying, man.
It's like a cheese board, but not because it's all bread. It's
You notice how nobody notices when I forget an ingredient, but when you forget an ingredient,
yeah,
everybody's like, "Where's the nuts?"
yeah. Well, listen, people. That's I'm that guy. And so, thumbs up to Taco Bell fire sauce. Definitely, like, listen, that I think that people are very hoity-toity when it comes to their ingredients. And what we really wanted to prove today was specifically that while everything was purchased from Aldi, the Taco Bell fire sauce was free. So, listen, using the resources you have are definitely advantageous, and it will result in a beneficial experience. So, it's something that you definitely should try. But I have a theory that jam and hot sauce are things that should go together because it's just delicious. So
this is actually this is like very delicious with the fruit and the cheese and the bread. Which is like there's a crunch factor.
Yeah.
I don't. Wait, you didn't really want to toast the garlic bread, right? Or was I supposed to?
You don't have to. No. Like having warm bread is always a better option, but when you have it too crusty, it can make it a little bit too much because garlic bread will tend to like you want it soft with the butter and everything in there, so it can work out quite well. But in the end, that is the picture, everybody, of the dish, and
That looks like
quite well.
That's a mess, Victor.
It is a mess, but I'll tell you what, nothing wrong with a little bit of mess.
You wanted all these different plates for everything was going on, and it's just like every chef I've ever worked for is just against that. So it's like, I'm sorry, my DNA was just coming up, you know?
Well, listen, maybe chefs should get in line and learn to figure out that a lot of plates is a good thing. It's called a meze, and it's about a lot of little plates, okay? The Spanish call it the tapas, okay?
I think it's Food Network that did that, because, like,
Food Network is a crime against humanity, and I hope that we can get a show there to show them how cooking should be done, because the crap that they pull off is just, listen, it's just witchcraft. This is in the now, an hour. We did an amazing meal out of things bought at Aldi, and it turned out fantastic. Also,
we did break a lot of rules today.
We did. How drunk is Cole? That's a good question.
I'm pretty lit. I can use some more, though.
Half a bottle of wine in, and, he's going to finish more at this point, but it is definitely not a bad thing. But in the meantime, I'm going to add this to everything.
This is a whole bottle of wine. This is a big bottle, so it has 2 bottles.
He's about, let's say, half a bottle in, or 2/3 of a bottle in.
This is a big bottle.
Yeah, I
know.
This
is a double bottle.
Of a normal size bottle, you're about 2/3 in. Why not?
Well, this is really good. Now, this is the kind of dish that I will invite a girl over.
Yes.
And eat with her and serve condoms on the side.
Well, listen, and realistically, just so people understand, the idea of having a lot of small plates gives people the illusion that they're not eating as much. Because I'll tell you, this meal afterward, you're going to feel full because it's a whole lot of bread and a whole lot of cheese. But with the spice, the jam, the balsamic vinegar, the olive oil, and the garlic, number one, you got to make sure both parties eat the garlic. Otherwise, no kissy kissy. That's just how it's going to be. But that way you can enjoy it from that level. But so, yeah.
This would have gone really good with like grilled or fried asparagus. So
yeah.
FYI.
If you
want to try this dish,
listen, if you're into the vegetables, it's not a bad idea. The vegetables will take a little bit longer, and we already had a lot of stuff on the go, so I was a little bit hesitant about that. But
you just start them first.
Yeah, but also if you had like some peppers or something that are already been sautéed, like that kind of stuff, like some red peppers. Even you can buy them at Costco. It's like a peppers filled with feta cheese. Those would.
That's not a thing in the U.S.
That's because the U.S. has to catch up to the rest of the world, sir. But yeah, like those little things, like those little accoutrements where you would say could be like an antipasto or something like that, definitely will go with a dish like this. And personally, what I do with the garlic bread is that I would mix it in or use it to dip into the olive oil and balsamic vinegar and into the mouth, because it is delicious. So, as a rating, Cole, what would you give this recipe?
10 out of 10.
There you go, everybody.
It's very hard to get less than a 10 when you're drinking, when I'm drinking at least.
Well, hey, and that is how it works. So, in the meantime, this has been Hammered and Cheese episode 3, baked brie and garlic bread. I am going to update so the recipe's in the description. But in the meantime, if you have any ideas for things for us to give it a try, feel free to drop a comment with regards to what to cook, and we will do it next time. Cole, anything you want to add to the show, where people can follow you?
And you can follow me on SnippyGlue22. And at some point, we'll have the show on my channel.
Yeah. Also true.
But, yeah, everywhere. SnippyGlue22. TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, everything.
100%, everybody. So please like, share, subscribe, send it to your friends, send it to your parents. Tell them you want them to cook this meal for you, and we will have the instructions in there. Or watch the video along, and I'll drive you crazy with my horrible instructions. And then Cole's progressive getting drunker with every minute will also make it very enjoyable. So yeah,
you might see me on TikTok later, if I'm honest, if you follow my channel.
That is exactly how things work. So have a great day, everybody.
I definitely go from here to as I drink, I move over to TikTok. So
and then just proceeds to start messaging people randomly. So that is how life works.
Right in the DMs.
Cool. Mick,
you're a single mom. Look out.
Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you guys next week, and also on some of our other shows. We'll be back. See ya.